He didn't just land, plant a flag, and call it a day. He kept sailing, chasing gold and glory. And what he found changed everything. What happened when Columbus explored the Caribbean after his first landing? What lands, people, and treasures did he stumble across? Stick around, because this story of discovery, greed, and a massive mistake is wilder than you think. It's late 1492, and Christopher Columbus has just set foot on an island he calls San Salvador, thinking he's hit Asia. But he's in the Caribbean, a world he doesn't understand. This video is all about what went down as Columbus kept exploring, sailing from to island, meeting more people, and hunting for riches. We're diving into the new lands he saw, the Taino culture he encountered, and the resources that got him obsessed, plus the dark shadow it all cast. The big challenge? Columbus is lost, not just in where he is, but in what he's looking for. He's expecting Asian palaces, emperors, and mountains of gold, but he's finding islands, villages, and a people who don't match his maps. With a restless crew and pressure to deliver for Spain, how does he keep going? And why does his search for treasure start a chain of trouble? Let's break it down. After landing on San Salvador on October 12, 1492, Columbus didn't stop. He's got 3 ships, the Santa Maria, Nina, and Pinta, and a crew of about 90 men who are half excited, half scared. He's convinced he's near Asia, maybe Japan or China, so he keeps sailing, island hopping through the Bahamas. The Taino, the people he first met, are friendly, offering food and small bits of gold jewelry. Columbus is hooked on that gold. Every time he sees a nose ring or necklace, he's sure he's close to the riches of the Great Khan. His first stop after San Salvador is a string of islands he names: Santa Maria de la Concepcion, Fernandina, and Isabella. We don't know their exact Taino names, but they're likely in the Bahamas. The Taino keep showing up, paddling canoes, trading cotton, parrots, and more gold trinkets. Columbus writes in his journal that they're gentle and without knowledge of evil. He's amazed by their generosity. They share fish, cassava bread, even their homes. But he's also sizing them up, noting they'd be easy to rule and convert to Christianity. That's a red flag. His mind's already in control, not just trade. Let's talk about the Taino culture that Columbus saw. These aren't the Asian emperors he expected. The Taino are part of the Arawak people, spread across the Caribbean. They live in villages of thatched huts, sometimes hundreds of people strong, led by chiefs called caciques. They're farmers, growing sweet potatoes, maize, and cassava, a root they turn into bread. Their canoes, carved from single trees, are so well made that Columbus marvels at them, some big enough for dozens of rowers. They wear cotton clothes, gold jewelry, and paint their bodies with red dye. Their life is simple but rich, with songs, dances, and a game called baity played with a rubber ball. Columbus is fascinated but confused. Where are the cities? Where's the gold? He keeps asking the Taino about it, using signs and gestures since they don't speak the same language. They point to bigger islands, south or west, and Columbus thinks they mean gold mines. They're probably just talking about places they trade with, like Hispaniola or Cuba. This misunderstanding drives him forward. He's chasing a dream that doesn't exist, at least not here. Next, Columbus sails to a big island he names Cuba, thinking it's Japan or part of mainland Asia. It's late October 1492, and he's blown away by the place. Lush forests, rivers, and more Taino villages. He sends men inland, expecting to find palaces. They come back with stories of palm-roofed huts and tobacco, a plant the Taino smoke in pipes. Columbus has never seen this stuff. It's not in his books about Asia. He's starting to wonder, but he still writes that Cuba's the most beautiful land human eyes have seen. His crew's eating fresh fruit and fish, a significant upgrade from the moldy biscuits on the ships. The search for gold keeps Columbus moving. In Cuba, the Taino tells him about a place called Cubanocan, which he hears as El Gran Khan, the Great Khan. He's sure he's close to China's emperor. He sends 2 men, including a guy who knows some Arabic, to find this king. They return with no Khan, just more Taino and some tobacco. Columbus is disappointed, but doesn't give up. He sails on, following rumors of gold. By December, he reaches a huge island he calls Hispaniola, modern-day Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. Here, the Taino are even more organized, with bigger villages and stronger chiefs. Columbus meets a cacique named Guacanagari, who's like a local king. Guacanagari welcomes him, giving gifts like a woven belt, parrots and more gold, small nuggets, and jewelry. Columbus is losing it over the gold. He writes that Hispaniola is a marvel, with mountains, rivers, and fertile land. The Taino are so generous that they invite their men to their homes, sharing meals and showing off their crafts. But things aren't all rosy. Columbus's crew is getting greedy. They see the Taino's gold and start demanding more, sometimes taking it by force. Columbus tries to keep things friendly. He needs the Taino's help to navigate and survive. But he's also pushing his agenda. He writes about converting the Taino to Christianity and making them subjects of Spain. He takes several Taino as guides, some willingly, others not. The seeds of trouble are being planted. European diseases like smallpox are starting to spread, though no one notices yet. The big turning point comes on Christmas Day, 1492, off Hispaniola's coast. The Santa Maria, Columbus's flagship, hits a reef and wrecks. It's a disaster. His biggest ship is gone, and he's stuck with just the Nina and Pinta. But the Taino saved the day. Guacanagari and his people helped Columbus's men salvage the ship, carrying wood, cannons, and supplies to shore. They're so kind that Columbus calls them the best people in the world. He uses the wreck to build a fort called La Navidad, leaving 39 men behind to stay with the Taino and search for gold. It's the first European settlement in the Americas, but it's also a sign of what's coming. Colonization. Columbus standing on Hispaniola, surrounded by Taino, with a wrecked ship and a new fort. He's still chasing Asia, convinced he's close to China or Japan. The Taino are welcoming, sharing their world, unaware that this stranger's arrival will bring disease and conquest. It's a moment of discovery and danger, where 2 cultures meet but don't understand each other. Columbus sees gold and opportunity. The Taino see strange visitors with shiny gifts. Neither knows the full impact yet. So, what happened when Columbus kept exploring the Caribbean? He found stunning islands, a vibrant Taino culture, and hints of gold that fueled his obsession. But his search for riches and his European mindset, claiming land, eyeing control, set the stage for trouble. The Taino's generosity met Columbus's ambition, and the result was a new world opening up, but at a cost. The big question is, what happened when Columbus sailed back to Spain with his news? That's where things get even bigger. Columbus's Caribbean journey wasn't just about finding land. It was about starting a chain reaction that shaped the Americas. He saw beauty, met a generous people, and chased a dream that wasn't there. Want to know how Spain reacted to his discovery? Check out the following video. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video with others.